There's an inherent contradiction in the medical model and in the entire approach to health, because they're not doing the same thing to get well as you do to stay well. Currently, I'm hearing more and more and more where people are ready to reverse the way they look at things. They say, you know what, it's no more time to follow medical model. Let's not worry so much about preventing disease. Let's put a lot more attention into building our health. I'm all in favor of that. But then I see the way they're going about it, and invariably, the ways that are being promoted have nothing to do with truly building health. They're coming from a model that is called alternative medical model. So let me just give you a couple definitions if I can, so you can understand what I'm saying, and then we can see and give you a way to evaluate whether, when people say, oh, this is the healthy way, is it really the healthy perspective, or is it still medical oriented? So the medical approach to health and disease is that they're looking to prevent sickness or cut out the offending part that may be ill, or come up with a cure for a sickness. Essentially, they intervene in such a way that they say that the things you do when you're well shouldn't be the same as the things you do when you're not well. So when you're well, drink lots of milk because it builds strong bones, supposedly. But if you're sick, don't drink milk because it makes you congested. Or just say no to drugs because drugs will make you sick. But if you're sick, take drugs because drugs will make you well. There's an inherent contradiction in the medical model and in the entire approach to health, because they're not doing the same thing to get well as you do to stay well. In the health model, we actually do exactly the opposite of the sickness model, the medical model. We're suggesting that the things you do to get healthy and stay healthy would be the same things that you would do if you were very ill and wanted to regain your health. But of course, always modified to meet the needs of the individual at any given time. So there might be a time where you need 6 hours sleep one night and 8 hours sleep another and 10 hours sleep another. But we always need sleep. And you have to modify how much sleep you get on any given night based on a variety of factors. You might want to change the amount of fresh air time, the amount of sunlight, the amount of water you drink, the number of calories you consume. All of these things have to be modified day by day, bit by bit. But these are things that we all need: fresh air and sunlight and human touch and private time and congenial time with others. We need all this stuff. And if you're sick because you haven't been getting enough sleep, the solution would be to get more sleep, not take a tablet, not get a surgery, or anything else of the sort. Now it leaves us with the subject of today's conversation, which really is known as the alternative medical approach. And in the alternative medical approach, we might take crystal balls or glass balls and warm them up and put one ball on each chakra of your body while you lay back and think whatever you think. Or we might put needles in your shoulder and in your thumb, as if the reason you have an allergy is because of a shortage of needles in your arm. Or we might do any number of other alternative approaches to medicine. And let's look at those, because essentially what they're saying is we can teach you, or we can show you, or we can intervene and suppress your symptoms, but not by giving you something that is inherently good for you that you would do every day anyway as part of your normal health program. This is going to be a special intervention. It's still medical in its name. It's just an alternative thing that the medical doctor might not do. I'm going to give you, you go to the medical doctor, he's going to give you shots for those allergies, but I'm going to give you aromatherapy for those allergies, or I'm going to give you color therapy for those allergies, or I'm going to teach you how to think non-allergic thoughts. I'm not knocking any of these things. I'm just saying that they are as medical in their approach as the medical doctor uses drugs and surgery, and the alternative practitioner uses rubber bands and pyramids. I don't know. I'm not trying to make fun. I'm not really. I understand that many people help many others by not using the medical approach, because drugs and surgery is really dramatic. But I also understand that bodies tend to get well if we just eliminate the cause of whatever is making them sick. It's our natural state to be well. And every time you've ever gotten sick in your life, you've also gotten well. You overcome it. So let's look at when you want to build your health, when you want to build your vitality, are you actually falling for just alternative medical model and not actually getting to the root of the problem by eliminating the cause of whatever is making you have symptoms or feel badly? Or are you actually using the health model where you take some personal responsibility for your health and you go, I just haven't been sleeping enough. I got really run down. I need to sleep more. I'm just feeling weak. Maybe I need to do some things for my strength. I don't need to take stimulants. I need to do something on a regular basis that results in a compensated way. The body reacts by becoming stronger when we strength train. Or whether you're out of breath a lot and you go, you know what, I probably should do some cardio. Or whatever, I don't need to take an inhaler. I don't need to breathe a product that I can buy in a health food store. It's over the counter, it's natural, and it opens up my lung. I don't need that. What I need to do is be active in a way that gets me breathing so I can improve my breathing capabilities and perhaps lower the fat in my diet so that I can improve the uptake, transport, and delivery of oxygen to every cell in my body, and do the healthy things that result in health happening. They don't cause health per se. The body does all of the work in creating health, but it does so when we supply it with the needs of health. The sleep, the sufficient water, the clean organic fruits and vegetables. When we give ourselves what we need, health is the natural outcome. You can think of health as the default state. We always default back to health whenever we can. But when we don't get what we need, our body will still default to health, but it'll be at a lower level of vitality, and then a lower level of vitality, and again and again and again and again, give you the best health that it possibly can. The body will give you the best health it possibly can, but at an ever-increasing lower state of vitality where we can't demonstrate the same degree of health, if you will, or the degree of performance. And we overcome that by participating more, including more of what I call the good things, the stuff that we all know health is built upon, and that's organic fruits and vegetables, sufficient physical activity, human interactions, some friendly ones, some mind-challenging ones, just good friendships, and all of the other things, some sunlight and fresh air, and all of the things that result in building our health. And the more we participate in that, the greater health we experience. Dr. Doug Graham reminding you to go to health. Hi guys, Dr. Doug Graham here, author of the 80-10-10 diet, and I always give you snippets of information off the top of my head, but I'd love to give you some snippets and answer your questions. If you just send us questions, I'll answer them. I would love to have your questions. They often mean more to you than the things I present, so send me your questions and I will make a video with an answer. Looking forward to hearing from you. Dr. Doug Graham reminding you to go to health.